good.
Good afternoon, Warrior Nation. This is Andrew Baxley here live on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Matt will join me later. He has some PA responsibilities going on right now. But before we get started, we're going straight into the national anthem here, but we'll come back with tip-off between Southern Wesley and Erskine right here live on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Welcome you back here into Tysinger Gymnasium as we get ready for the start of Southern Wesleyan and Erskine right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. The 5-10 Warriors host the 3-9 Erskine Flying Fleet today, and you can probably hear Matt in the background giving out the starting lineups here. A couple things to watch for in the upcoming game is the Erskine rebounding they're a very good rebounding team. They're second in the conference at 40.7 rebounds per game, but they do also do a good job of forcing you into turnovers. They're fourth in the conference in turnover margin at 1.17 turnovers, or a positive 1.17 turnover margin. Anzia Cook, their point guard's a very, very good player, averages 7.8 points per game. She's fourth in the conference in assists per game at 3.6, and also will force them take control of that all-time series. Nice pass there from Cook, but it's blocked by Glantz. And it goes out off Glantz. A good block there by Shelby Glantz, the senior from USC Upstate, originally from Clyde, North Carolina. It will be Cook to inbound here for Erskine. It's into Burse. And back to Cook. Lexi Griffin switches onto her. This is their shooter, Riley Ward. She pulls one from the left wing, and it's too strong. And Cook tips it out of play. Lexi Griffin had a career high against Converse the other night. Had 23 points in the victory. Warriors did struggle with some free throws down the stretch. They won that one 65-60 at Converse, but could have been more if they would have knocked down their free throws, and Lexi Griffin was one of those, but she continued to step up, continued to get fouled, and continued to sort of make end miss. She would split most of the time, but eventually the Warriors got some stops they needed and would come out with the win. Their second consecutive conference win. They did beat Lees McRae last Saturday. And neither team yet to score so far. We're just over a minute 45 played as Erskine turns the ball over once again. It's 0-0. This is Griffin now to bring up the ball for the Lady Warriors. This is Barry on the left wing. And Glantz pulls the left wing three, too strong, tipped and rebounded by Glover. Back out to Kendrick. This is Glantz again. Kendrick had it tipped away. Now in the hands of Cook in transition, a 2-on-1 with Moody, who is fouled. Can't get the layup to fall, but she will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. That foul is on 4. That's Kalia Kendrick, her first, and the first of either team so far, so just the first team foul for the Warriors. Mariah Moody now to shoot 2, a 62% free throw shooter on the year. First one's no good. 8.8 points per game is second on the team for Moody. 6.6 rebounds per game is first on the team for Moody, a sophomore from Marion, South Carolina. Her second free throw is good. So there's the first point of the game coming with 7:44 left here in the first quarter. And the Flying Fleet lead 1-0. This is Griffin now in the short corner. She'll back it out and reset from the top of the key. Here's Barry on the drive. Around to Glantz. Shelby had it tripped away, but this is Glover now with a Euro step. It's too high. We do have a blocking foul, though. That will go on Moody, who just knocked down the free throw for the Flying Fleet. She has fouled out 4 times so far this season. That is the highest number for Erskine, and she picks up her first here with 7:22 left in the first quarter.
Some aggressive defense, being fouled out 4 times.
It's Janelle Carter who just checked in. A junior from Clover, South Carolina, averages 7.8 points per game, which is tied for third on the team. She's 5th on the team in minutes per game, but only 2 starts, so you'll see her a lot off the bench as Moody takes a seat. And Glover goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So all square at 1, 7:20 left here in the first quarter. This is Cook. Out to Ward. Got Cook in the corner. Nice hesitation and drive. The floater is good. That's a very nice bucket there from Angia Cook. Mentioned her in the pregame. One of the top players here in the conference as Lexi Griffin pulls a corner 3 and knocks it down. We just mentioned Cook is one of the best players in the conference. There's Lexi Griffin, also one of the best players in the conference. Her first bucket of the day. And we're tied at 3. They actually called that one a long 2. Or did they? Clock is rolling, but they did blow the whistle. So a bit of confusion here.
A little bit of technical difficulties coming from the table with that remote.
It looked like that one might have been deep enough. I'm not sure if they're talking about I'm sure they're talking about the clock because it was rolling well after they blew the whistle, but they might be talking about whether that was a 3 or 2 as well. We'll wait to see.
For a view up here, it looked like a deep 3.
Yeah, but that is sort of that weird corner where we have to look down, and some of it's blocked by the table, I should say. And they're actually wrapping up the right leg of Moody right now, so she's getting some attention from the trainers as we're still in a bit of a stoppage with some issues at the table. 6:44 is what's on the clock now. When they'll replay that 3, it does sort of look like it's a 2, and you can clearly see the referee point out for 2. So it is a 2. The clock is now at 6:37 as we're back underway. Cook pumps and drives, stripped away by Griffin. Now in the hands of Kendrick, up ahead to Griffin, who has to dribble it out, but a great pass inside to Asia Peerley, Alexis Glover, and her layup is good. So 5-3 now. Southern Wesleyan has their first lead of the game.
It's a great find from Lexi Griffin on that fast break, looking to go for the bucket herself, but then finds it.
Here's Riley Ward's three, very short, but out of bounds off a Warrior hand. That was Glover who touched it last. Erskine, a very, very good offensive rebounding team. They're actually the best offensive rebounding team in Conference Carolinas. They average about 17 offensive rebounds per game, and they're second in total rebounds in the conference at just over 40 rebounds per game. And Moore turns it over. So ball goes back to the Warriors now with a 2-point lead. Ball in the hands now of Griffin. Now Glover, who hands off. He was going to hand out to Barry, then decided to go out to Shelby. This is Kendrick on the right wing. Gets a screen from Shelby Glantz. Glover thought about a deep two. Instead, it's Griffin in the corner. 10 on the shot clock now for the Warriors. This is Shelby Glantz on the drive. She spins and fades. Tough shot from Shelby Glantz. 7-3 now the Warriors lead. Here's Carter out to Ward. Back to Cook. And we have an offensive foul. I believe that is an illegal screen. It is on Erica Moore, just her first. Actually, that is her second, so she will stay in the game, though. They come and get Riley Ward. And Albany Wilson checks in for the first time, a sophomore from South Florence High School in Florence, South Carolina. She is their leading scorer, comes off the bench, but 11.7 points per game. And now Moore will take a seat. 2-3 zone now from Erskine. Here's Kendrick on the right wing, inside to Glantz. Glantz goes with the right-handed hook shot, and it falls. Now 9-3. 4:50 left to play here in the first quarter. This is Wilson on the drive. She hangs and finishes for her first bucket off the bench. 9-5 now. And here's some pressure being shown from Erskine. Kendrick navigates it well. Glantz fakes the handoff and gets all the way to the basket. Very easy drive. Not the best defense there from Erskine, but Glantz will have no complaints as she now has 6 points in the game for the Warriors. That leads all scorers, and it leads Erskine 6-5. This is Moody on the drive. Check back in. You can see the tape on her right calf. This is Cook. Nice jab step and pump fake. Kicks out to Wilson for three. It's short and rebounded by Glantz. Here's Griffin in the corner. She will drive. Strong drive, but turned it over. Carter got her hand in the passing lane. She'll try to take it by herself. It's blocked by Shelby Glantz. Great defensive play by Shelby, and that will send us to our first media timeout. Southern Wesleyan leads 11-5. You're watching Lady Warrior basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. back now here at Tysinger Gymnasium. Southern Wesleyan leads 11-5. Matt, what are you liking from the Warriors so far?
I'm really liking what Shelby Glantz is doing right now. A little fadeaway from the elbow that she had to start out her campaign this game. Amazing shot. Also on defense, already having 2 blocks in the paint. She's doing great both ways for the Warriors here. That's a big reason why they're up 11-5 now.
And steal on the inbound from Rakia Mack, who had just checked in. Warriors now have numbers in transition. This is Jordan Race, who also just checked in. 4 new players, only Asia Peerley stays in. Sia checked in for Glover late, or right before that media timeout. This is Taylon Smith on the pull-up. Nice looking shot there from Smith. It's her first bucket of the game. So it's now Smith, Peerley, Race, Mack, and Shagog on the floor for the Warriors, who should be 13-5. Scoreboard still reads 11. It should be 13. And will be Warrior ball now. Another issue with the table that they're having to stop play for. Clock is at 2:57. I think that is right, but scoreboard should read 13-5. Six points for Glantz, as Matt mentioned. Just the 1 miss. That is her only shot from 3 and the only Warrior shot from 3 so far. They're 6 of 10 from the field, and Erskine is just 2 of 10. Neither team has made a 3 yet. Erskine's 0 of 4, and like I mentioned, the Warriors are 0 for 1. Already 5 offensive rebounds for Erskine. We mentioned that's one of the things they're very good at, and they're actually best in the conference at. Already 5 for them. 7 total rebounds. They do have 5 turnovers. That's something that the Warriors have been doing well, is forcing them into turnovers. As we have the issue with the scoreboard now resolved, it is 13-5. As Erskine shows some press, it looks to be a 2-1-2. This is Race, who dribbles into a corner, finds Shagog. And now Mack had it stolen away by Carter, but right back to Mack. This is Race on the left wing, 3, too strong, and rebounded by Carter. And now Odulaja, a junior from Atlanta, Georgia, with the ball in her hands. Left wing is Wilson. Good defense there from Mack. This is Carter now with a couple spin moves. A pump and drive from Moody off the side. And we have an offensive foul. Shagog did well to step in and draw that one. And I don't think the ref got a good angle of who it was. He calls it now. It is a foul on Moody. Her second.
Tyra Sullivan now enters the game for the Flying Fleet.
And stolen away. We do have a foul now on Shagog, who just drew the charge. That was Sullivan, who just got her hands on the ball after the loose ball. Sullivan, a senior from 96, South Carolina. A lot of South Carolina natives on this Erskine team. Just Burst and Odulaja are from Georgia. Other than that, it's all South Carolinians. And there is Sullivan, who gets the layup to go. It's now 13-7. 1:45 left here in the first quarter. This is Jordan Race for the Warriors. Now Mack. And back to Race. Race will drive, had it knocked away by Sullivan, who has been very good since entering the game a couple possessions ago. This is Burst now with the ball in her hands. Now to Wilson, looking inside for Carter, but the pass was too high from Wilson, and the ball goes back to the Warriors. Now the 8th turnover of the game so far for Erskine. 8 in the first quarter, not a great number for them. The Warriors do have 5 themselves, so both teams could do a better job of eliminating those turnovers here in the first quarter. 1:18 to play. Warriors lead by 6. This is Smith. Now Shagog all the way around for Race, who pulls a 3. It's short and rebounded by Wilson. There's Wilson, tried to cross it over, race after Mack got her hands on the ball. This is Jordan all the way coast to coast, and the finish from the freshman Jordan Race. 15-7 now the Warriors increase their lead back up to 8, and we're under a minute to play here in the opening quarter.
A great steal from her, and great job going coast to coast to extend the lead for the Warriors.
And it's out to Odulaja. Now Wilson did a great job of splitting the help defense, but Peerley stole it away. Now here's Dynasty. Peerley comes flying forward. Dynasty didn't see her, but was fouled as she went up for the layup. Great effort there by Peerley to sprint down the floor, but the foul will go on. I believe that's 11, would be Odulaja, but we'll wait to see what they put on the scoreboard. I think he signals for 11. It is actually 13. That's Riley Ward. That's her first. And 2 free throws now for Shagag. Came off the bench today, a junior from Monroeville, Pennsylvania. 7.3 points per game, a 50% free throw shooter on the year. And the first one's good from Dynasty. And the second, no good, as Carter flew in for the rebound. We'll see if the Erskine will hold for the final shot. Stolen away by Smith. Another Erskine turnover. Smith will go herself, finish, and the foul. A chance at an old-fashioned three-point play for Taylon Smith. The blocking foul is charged to 11 for sure this time. That is Odulaja. She picks up her second. And Smith a chance at a three-point play. Really good play defensively. Took it all the way to finish for the layup. Free throws no good. Rebounded by Sullivan. So Erskine, maybe they will hold for the last shot this time. 18-7 now the Warriors lead. This is Carter, who pulls a tough corner three and switches it home. Big-time shot there from Janelle Carter, the third leading scorer on this team who came off the bench today. And they cut into the lead. They actually called that one a 2. The refs are talking it over, I believe, now, but they called that one a 2. It looked like a really tough shot either way. 18-9 as we go to the second quarter. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back underway here from Teisinger Gymnasium. A 9-point lead as we start the second quarter for the home team. 11 first quarter turnovers for Erskine, and it's a kick ball on Kalia Kendrick right there. But 11 first quarter turnovers for Erskine, but they're still hanging on close because they have a 12-5 rebounding margin. 13 of the 18 Warrior points have come off Erskine turnovers, so they're doing a very good job in that department. Will be Erskine ball here again. Shot clock gets reset to 20. This is Odulaja. And now Ward on the right wing. Gets a screen from Carter. Lexi Griffin switches onto her. And another Erskine turnover. Really good job there from Griffin to move her feet and cause Ward some trouble as the Flying Fleet head back to a press here as the ball goes to the Warriors. This is Kendrick. Now Glantz and Griffin. 10 on the shot clock now for the Warriors. This is Kendrick on the left wing. A three, it's too short. Barry goes flying. She saves the offensive rebound for the Warriors. Now Griffin will jab and drive and kick to Barry. Extra pass to Kendrick, and now their extra pass. And very good ball movement here from the Warriors. Barry's shot's no good. Another offensive rebound. Back to Barry. She'll drive and kick. Pass to Griffin for three. No good. And Odulaja comes away with it. Good possession, but no bucket for the Warriors. And a charge drawn by Lexi Griffin. Very good recognition there by Griffin, the senior from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, to stand in the way of Odulaja and draw the offensive foul. Another Erskine turnover. That's their 13th now. This is Kendrick trying to go quickly, and she is fouled. She'll head to the free throw line as Odulaja, who just picked up that one, is her third, so she'll have a seat. And Kalia Kendrick, the junior from Seneca, South Carolina, will shoot two. First one's good. Kendrick, a pretty good free throw shooter, 73% on the year. 4.4 points per game. And she knocks down two, so it's 20-9 now, the Warrior lead. This is Burse. Out to Ward. She'll pull a three and knocks it down. Her first make. That's 1 for 3 now from their best shooter as Ward cuts the lead back to single digits. Lance was fouled on the entry pass by Sullivan, her first. Barry now to inbound. They get into Alexis Glover. It's the starting five now on the floor again for the Warriors. And now Kendrick. Back to Glantz. Around for Barry, who will drive. Good pass to Glover, whose layup is good. Great pass, great cut for the Warriors, who push their lead back up to 10 here, just 2 minutes played in the second quarter.
The Warriors continuing to pick apart this Flying Fleet defense, and it's working for them every single play.
Now here's Sullivan. Around to Ward, who will pump and drive. And back out here to Burse. Nice crossover there from Burse. She goes through the lane. Floater's too strong. Rebounded by Glantz. Now Kendrick will try to push it for the Warriors. Up ahead to Griffin, who will drive and thought she might have been fouled. Will end up in a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Warriors. Griffin might have just tripped. So Mitchell will check back in for Sullivan. Tristan Berry again here to inbound for the Warriors. This is Glantz. Glantz off the glass. Nice touch there from Shelby Glantz. She now has 8 in the game. That leads all scorers, 4 of 5 from the field so far. And those 2 blocks that Matt mentioned earlier, she's having a great game so far here for the Warriors. They lead by 12. This is Burse around to Cook. Griffin's on her. And back to Burse. And Cook. And now Ward. 6 on the shot clock. Good possession from the Warriors so far. Burse pulls a 3 and knocks it down. Great defensive possession from the Warriors, but the Flying Fleet score anyways, as that's a terrific pass to from Lexi Griffin to Alexis Glover. And the Warriors get a bucket right back. Here's Burse. Mitchell now to Ward. Still Ward. Great defense here from Kendrick. And now Mitchell will drive. Can't finish. And rebounded by Glantz. And we have a jump ball, actually. So it will stay with Erskine as Asia Peerley checks in for Alexis Glover. As Coach Lisa Jackson for Erskine calls a play. She's in her first year as the head coach of Erskine. Did work as a member of the men's basketball staff for a couple of years, but last year was at University of Illinois, Chicago. This is Anzia Cook on the drive. Kendrick got her hands on the pass, and now Griffin almost had it stolen away. Ball goes back to the Warriors, or Erskine. We do have a shot clock violation. Coach Jackson arguing that the Warriors had possession, but the refs do say shot clock violation. It's an 11-point game now. Southern Wesleyan can continue to add on to that.
Warriors playing aggressive on both defense and offense, getting to the basket. That's why they're drawing a lot of fouls and getting a lot of great layups and a lot of points in transition on the fast breaks.
Another great pass from Lexi Griffin. She now has 3 assists in the game, and all of them have been a pretty sight to see. 28-15 now, halfway through the second quarter. This is that defense that Matt was just talking about. Great job by the Warriors, but clearly a shove in the back of Carter. And just a second team foul on the Warriors, and the first on Peerley. So a baseline out of bounds here for Erskine. We'll see what they have drawn up to try to get a basket. They desperately need one here to cut back into the Warrior lead. They go to Mitchell in the post, who kicked out to Burse. Great pump fake from Burse. The shot's off the glass, too strong. Rebounded by Barry. And Barry will try to push it quickly here for the Warriors. Beat a couple of defenders. A nice crossover. And another great pass to Asia Peerley. Boy, do these Lady Warriors have their goggles on right now. 28-15. 7 assists on 12 made baskets so far for Southern Wesleyan.
Transition ball movement has been a big reason why they're up 15 right now.
And Cook turned the ball over again. Peerley has it now. She needs some help and finds Glantz. This one's out to Barry. Barry on the drive. Kicks out to Griffin, who will drive and pull up. Too strong. Rebounded by Peerley, but she was standing out of bounds. And that will send us to a media timeout. But a great start here in the second quarter for the Warriors. They lead 30-15. Head to a break. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We're back live here. Andrew Baxley and Matt O'Banion on the call. That's a 3 from Carter, no good. Rebounded by Smith. This is the Warriors have been at their best in transition, as Chagall couldn't hold on to it, but it's 4 new Warriors on the floor. This is the lineup they went to at the end of the first quarter as well. It's Race, Smith, Pearly, Chagall, and Mack. This is Pearly, who's the only one who stayed in. She had checked in for Glover, and there's a 3-second call on Chagall. But one thing the Warriors are doing very well is they're forcing Erskine into turnovers. Erskine, one of just 5 teams with a positive assist-to-turnover margin coming into the game, and right now they have 15 turnovers and just 3 assists. So the Warriors are doing a great job of making Erskine work for their baskets or turn the ball over. This is Cook on the drive, had it blocked by Pearly. And Cook on the reach-in foul, just her first in the 4th team foul on Erskine. And also doing a great job of keeping Cook quiet. Coming into the game, 7.8 points per game, 3.4 assists per game, which is 4th in the conference. And just 2 of each, 2 points, 2 assists, no steals yet, as Chagall's pass was tipped out of play. It will be Mack to inbound. 3:10 left here, 22 on the shot clock. Here's Pearly. She'll pull a deep 2 and knock it down. Now 6 points, 3 of 3 field goals for Asia Pearly, the junior from Greensboro, North Carolina. This is Mitchell. Now Burse. Around to Carter. Now here's Cook. Max on her. Cook gets a step, goes inside to Carter. Back out to Burse. 5 on the shot clock. Flying Fleet need to go quickly. They do through Carter. It's way too strong and rebounded by Pearly. Warriors trying to push it. This is Smith. Smith all the way off the glass. It's good. Nice bucket there from Taylor Smith. And now the Warrior lead continues to grow. It's up to 19 with 2:15 to play here in the second quarter. This is Mitchell. Mitchell now on the drive. Too strong. We have a foul. And it's going the other way. That one is on Mitchell. Her 3rd. 15 foul, but no free throws yet. Here's Smith. Warriors have some space as Erskine was lazy getting back. This is Jordan Race now, and Chagall will pull a 3. And no good. Rebounded by Burse. This is Ward. And now Cook will pull a 3. Short. Cook flies in. Couldn't control it. And now Mack does. 3-on-2 break for the Warriors. Mack inside to Pearly, whose layup is too strong. And rebounded by Carter. Now Erskine trying to push it quickly. Back and forth we go. Cook goes out to Burse, who will drive. Great find into Carter, whose jump shot is good. That ends a 5-minute scoreless drought for the Flying Fleet. And the lead is now 17. Smith pulls a 3 and knocks it down. So Smith answers that jump shot from Carter to push the lead back to 20 here for the Warriors. 37-17, under a minute to play now here in the first half. This is Carter being matched up with Chagall. Good defense from Dynasty. Race tries to tie her up. And this is Mitchell. More great defense and another Erskine turnover. And the ball goes to the Warriors out of bounds here on the near side. Erica Moore will check in. She has just the 1 foul. I think they had one of those changed. We thought that she had 2 originally, but she is back in the game now. 37-13, 35 seconds to play. This is Smith on the right wing. trying to work inside for Peerley, but Carter did a good job of getting in that passing lane. Ball goes back to Erskine, trying to cut into this 20-point deficit before halftime. Cook will appear to hold for the last shot. 10 seconds now. Still Cook. They try to blitz her. This is Moore. Inside to Carter. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Mack. And that will do it for the first half. A terrific first half from the Warriors. They lead 37-13 as we head to the locker room. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the halftime report and some stats from a terrific Warrior first half. to Teisinger Gymnasium. 37-17. The Warriors lead here as we start the second half. 9 points for Taylon Smith, leads all scorers off the bench for the Warriors. They have 18 bench points at the half, while Erskine has just 17 total points. This is Glantz for three. It's no good. And rebounded by Burse here to start the second half. Now the ball in the hands of Cook. Looking inside for Mitchell, and she was fouled. So 17 turnovers in that first half for Erskine, just 3 assists. They had come into the game 4th in that margin in the conference, but that's certainly going to drop that number as Mitchell knocks down the first. Matt, what do you think the Warriors did well in that first half?
I feel like defensively they were all over the place, getting a lot of steals, forcing all 17 of those turnovers in the first half. Did an amazing job defensively, but also points in transition. They just had the Erskine Flying Fleet guessing where the ball was, pretty much. And a lot of shots came in an open lane. Great passing into the lane. And bucket falls wherever it is. They did a great job.
17 points off turnover in that first half for the Warriors. 17 total Erskine points in that first half. As Kendrick traveled, the ball goes back to Erskine, and Coach Davis cheering on his team, just making sure they don't fall asleep at all. And that's something that he made sure we knew in our production meeting yesterday, was just he wanted to make sure that his team was prepared and that they did not overlook Erskine in any facet of the game. In that first half, they certainly did not, but 20 minutes still here to play. They need to finish in order to pick up their 3rd consecutive conference win. They force another turnover there. This is Kendrick trying to push it for the Warriors. Now Glantz, a wide open three is no good, but a strong rebound from Alexis Glover. And again, Kendrick on the offensive glass. She threw it off of Burse, so the ball will stay with the Warriors.
Also, Taylon Smith, 4 for 4 in the first half, leading the Warriors with 9 points. She's been amazing so far coming off the bench.
The one made three as well for Smith, as Glover had her shot blocked by the bottom of the backboard. She got it back, however. This is out to Barry, around for Glantz. Got 8 on the shot clock now. Glantz fakes the handoff and pulls a mid-range jump shot that just rims out. Erskine almost turned it over on the rebound exchange, but Cook now has the ball secured. And she'll kick it out for Ward. Ward knocked down a 3 in that first half. One of just 2 Erskine threes. Warriors made 4 as Griffin steals it away. Here goes Lexi in transition. She finishes with the right hand. An interception there for Lexi Griffin, and she had a couple of those plays in the first half as well. Another bucket in transition, or a bucket off a turnover for the Warriors, as Cook tried to answer with the layup of her own. It's no good and secured by Alexis Glover, who had been very good herself. She had 7 first half points. Now Griffin will drive in a terrific pass to Glover, and now she has 9 points in the game. The 4th assist for Griffin. Timeout, Flying Fleet. 41-19, the Warriors lead. We'll keep it right here. Actually, they will go ahead and make that one a media timeout, so we will send that one to a break now. We'll be back after this message from our sponsors.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
Back now here at Theisinger Gymnasium. A great start here to the third quarter for the Warriors. And in total, they're on a 17-4 run over the last 9 minutes. So that does go into the first half, but they have been very, very good over the last 10 minutes, and they now lead by 22. This is Cook. And now Burse. Great defense here from Glover. Now Cook will pull a deep three. No good. And rebounded by Kendrick. Up ahead to Griffin, who's all by herself. And she'll finish another transition layup for the Warriors, who continue to increase their lead. This is now Cook being guarded by Barry. Tristan's been quiet on the offensive end, hasn't scored yet, but her defense has been really good. And so is this girl's, as Griffin will now finish again in transition. Already 6 points here in the half, and they were 3 wide open layups. 6 points on 3 transition layups for Lexi Griffin. And the Warriors now lead 45-19. Still 6.5 minutes here left in the third quarter. They're trying to work more inside, but they say Glantz reached around there. That will be personal foul on Shelby. Just her first, and the first or the second team foul on the Warriors. So a couple subs check in for Erskine. Odulaja, Ison, and Carter. Almost another steal there for Griffin. And now Ward. In the corner for Burse. Trying to work Ison inside. Barry comes to help, and they have another foul. That one, I believe, will go to Glantz again. So she's got 2 in pretty quick succession. This one will be 2 shots for Ison. This is Ison's first activity. Did not check in that first half. A senior from Union, South Carolina, 2.3 points per game. 50% free throw shooter on the year, knocks down the first. Hasn't played a whole lot, just 6 total field goals on the year coming into today. And the first one is no good. And rebounded by Kendrick. Kendrick trying to push it here quickly. She goes all the way and almost got the layup to fall. That foul will be charged to Ison, and it will be 2 free throws for Kendrick, a 73% shooter on the year. It's tied for third behind Barry and Race. So 2 free throws here for Kendrick. She got really quiet there, and Kendrick couldn't knock down the first one. Almost too quiet for Kalia. Second one is good. So 46-20 now. 6:06 left to play here in the third quarter. This is Odulaja out for Burse. Here's Burse on the drive, and another steal by Griffin. Can she finish again? She does. A great start to this third quarter on both ends of the floor for Lexi Griffin. The lead is now 28 for the Warriors, as they will sub in 5 new players at the next break. This is Burse now on the drive. She'll finish on the up and under layup. Lead down to 26. Here's Barry for the Warriors. Barry, a nice pass to Griffin, who scores again. 12 points now for Lexi Griffin. A terrific pass from Tristan Barry. The lead goes back to 28. This is Odulaja, the junior from Atlanta. And Alexis Glover now gets a steal, and she can't finish, but Griffin flies in for the offensive rebound. She can't finish. Barry is fouled on the third opportunity there for the Warriors. Foul is charged to Carter, and that will send us to a media timeout. 50-20, the Warriors' lead continues to grow here in the third quarter. I'll be back after this break. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back now here as Tristan Berry knocks down the first one and the second one. So she'll check out after knocking down 2 of 2 free throws. Lead is now 30 for the Warriors. 5 new Lady Warriors on the floor. 5 that we've been seeing. It's been the exact same rotation in the first 3 quarters so far for the Warriors. Mack, Smith, Race, Peerley, and Shagag, the 5 on the floor now. This is Carter in the corner who can't knock down the 3. Mack trying to push it here for the Warriors. She gets doubled as she crosses half court. Race is there to help her. And now Shagag will pull a 3 and knock it down. Nice shot there from Shagag, her first field goal of the game. She's got 4 total points now. And the lead is 33. Now Cook will pull a 3 to try to answer, and she does. Cook now just 5 points on the game. He goes back to 30. Warriors' biggest win of the year so far was 28 against Payne back on November 21st. He goes back here to 32 after that made basket. Here's Ward on the right wing. And now Carter. Now Cook on the elevator action knocks down the 3. So back-to-back 3s there for Cook. They did a great job there getting her open for a shot. She knocks down her second consecutive 3. Now 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Smith. They're called for a screen from Shagag. She instead slips it, and it's tipped away by Carter into the hands of Cook. Cook, 6 straight points now. See if she can continue to get hot here. 7.8 points per game coming into the game. This is Mitchell. Mitchell had it stolen away by Mack. 2-on-1 here with Peerley. Mack tried to find Peerley, but it was ripped away by Carter. We would like to see Mack pass that one just a little bit earlier. Now Cook tries to go again, but he checked no good. 57-28 as Smith controls the rebound. Up ahead to Shagag, who was bumped but no foul. They go inside to Peerley. She's trying to work on Ison. Ison bumped her. That's her second personal. And now the third team foul on Erskine that will send Peerley to the line for 2 shots. 8 points so far for Asia Peerley on 4 of 5 field goals to go with 2 rebounds and 2 steals. But just a 43% free throw shooter on the year. Knocks down the first one. A junior from Greensboro, North Carolina. Originally went to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. He's the Warriors' leading scorer off the bench. 8.7 points per game. Knocks down 2. She's now into double digits. And here come the Flying Fleet in the hands of Cook. Cook gets doubled by Race there. Found Mitchell. Around for Carter, who will drive. That's a nice looking drive from Carter, but she can't finish. And it's rebounded by Pearley. And now Smith will try to beat the defensive pressure there. Calls for a screen from Pearley. Smith will pull a 3, and she stays perfect from the field. Kaylin Smith now 5 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, and she's got 12 points. And it's stolen on the inbound pass by Mack, who traveled on the spin.
Taylon Smith just cannot miss from anywhere on the court right now. 5 for 5 on field goals. 2 for 2 from behind the arc. It's been amazing for her tonight.
And the Warriors in general having a great shooting afternoon. They're 25 of 44 overall. That's just under 57%. They're normally around 37% from the field per game. So that's almost 20% higher. That's a big-time margin, as Samoria Rice has checked in, as well as Nia Garner for the first time. That one's blocked by Pearley. Rice fighting for it on the floor with Carter. Carter got it. Goes inside to Eisen around 3 defenders. Eisen lost it, and now we have a jump ball. It will stay with Erskine, but there is just 1 second on the shot clock. But the refs will talk about it. As of right now, there is just a second on the shot clock. We'll see if they reset it. Was there full possession by the Warriors in this scramble over here? It's a jump ball. And they will reset the shot clock. We see a replay of that. That is, I don't think that's where they were arguing the reset, but they get it back in play here. And Carter will fade. Tough shot there from Janelle Carter, junior from Clover, South Carolina. It's 62-30 now, under a minute to play. This is Taylon Smith now on the drive. She kicks out to Garner for 3, no good, and rebounded by Pearley. Pearley out for Shagag. She'll pull a 3 and knock it down. 2 threes in the quarter here for Dynasty Shagag, the junior from Pennsylvania, and the lead continues to grow for the Warriors. It stands at 35 here, just under 30 seconds to play in this third quarter.
It just feels like the Warriors can do no wrong this game against Erskine.
Cook kicks it out to Carter. Carter tries a drive, kicks it back to Cook. Cook had it stripped by Smith, but got it back. It's 5 on the shot clock. Carter dives. Great pass to Eisen, who can't finish. Rebound to Mitchell. She does, and that will do it for the third quarter. 65-32. Another great quarter, 28-13. The Warriors win that quarter. Just 8 total missed shots, and that will send us to the fourth quarter with a 33-point lead. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meet and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen printing, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners.
Back now here at Teisinger Gymnasium, 65-32 the Warriors lead as we start the fourth quarter. This is Garner on the drive, lost it and lost control of herself as she gets called for the offensive foul. Garner had played in just 3 games before today, 7 total minutes, a senior transfer from NYU London, originally from Birmingham, Alabama, has yet to score so far this season. It's Garner alongside Smith, Rice, Shagog, and Peerley in the game for the Warriors. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the starting 5 again tonight. They were terrific. Griffin, Glantz, Berry, as well as Glover and Kendrick, they were all very, very good, but in particular, Lexi Griffin in that third quarter, she is tied for the game high with 12 alongside Smith, who's in there now. But Griffin, 12 points to go with 4 steals and 4 assists. She was terrific here today as we have a foul on Rice. It's her first. Also 9 points today for Alexis Glover, 8 for Glantz. Just the 2 from Berry that came from the free throw line there in the third quarter. This is Mitchell on the drive. She'll kick out to Burse, who pulls a 3. It's short, but Ison is there on the offensive glass. She can't finish, and Peerley strips it away. This is Smith. Gets a screen there from Peerley. Smith on the drive, pulls up the jump shot, and stays perfect from the field. 6 of 6 now for Taylon Smith. She now has a game-high 14 points. This is Cook, who leads Erskine with 8. Around for Mitchell. Now Ison. And Burse on the drive. And back to Mitchell. 8:30 to play. 10 on the shot clock. Balked and rebounded by Peerley, who was then fouled by Mitchell. That is Mitchell's 4th. .828 to play, 67-32. This is Taylon Smith. Great game from her today. 3-time transfer, UNLV, Weber State, and now Southern Wesleyan, as that shot is good from Garner, her first points this season, so congratulations to Naya getting that accomplishment, and the Warriors continue to increase their lead. This is now Burse on the drive. She kicks out to Mitchell, who can't finish, too strong. Another rebound for Asia. Has to step through from trouble. This is the freshman Rice. Up ahead to Garner, who falls on it, and we have a jump ball. And Coach Davis asking for some contact there, but the jump ball sends possession to Erskine as Race will check in for Peerley. Asia with 10 points and 7 rebounds here today. 7 is the highest in the game. She's had a really good game on the glass, Matt.
Most definitely.
You thought maybe if they left her in a little bit longer, that might not be the end of the day, but you would have thought if they left her in a little bit longer, she could have got to that double-double margin. As that 3 is no good and rebounded by Burse.
With how she's been playing, I think she could definitely get that double-double mark. if she comes back in the game.
And here comes Rakia Mack for Taylon Smith. And a big round of applause from Taylon Smith. 14 points, 6 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3.
Perfection from her tonight.
They get it into Mitchell. Now this is Cook. 15 on the shot clock here for Erskine. Ers will try a drive. Nice dump-off pass to Carter, who finishes. Now 8 points in the game for Carter. Erskine showing some more pressure. This is Garner now on the drive. Garner very quick with the ball. Tries to finish with the Euro. It's no good and rebounded by Sullivan. This is Cook now trying to push it the other way for Erskine. Back out to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to drive, gets a step on Garner, and we have a blocking foul on Shigog. And that will send Mitchell to the line for 2 shots. Shanice Mitchell, 8.8 points per game. That's second on the team. 6.6 rebounds per game. That is first on the team. Knocks down that free throw. 62% from the stripe. Yet to make a 3 so far this season, but a pretty good shooter overall. 44% from the field. And this is her second. Knocks it down. So 69-36. Lead is 33 here. Biggest lead for the or the biggest win for the Warriors so far this season was 28 back in November against Payne. As there's a foul on Mitchell, and that means she will foul out for the 5th time this season. And Riley Ward checks back in, the junior from Conway, South Carolina. And get it into Rice, and stolen away. Here goes Carter down the other end. She will finish with the right hand. Rice needs some help. Stolen away again by Erskine. Carter kicks it out to Cook in the corner. Coach Jackson wanted Cook to shoot that 3 off the turnover. Now Carter will let it fly, and rebounded by Mack. More pressure here from Erskine, and another Warrior turnover. That's going to hurt their margin on that one because they had been terrific today in limiting that. But 3 so far in the quarter already with 6 minutes to play. Still 24 for Erskine as Ward pulls a 3 and was fouled shooting the 3 by Garner. So Ward will head to the line for 3. Ward yet to make a free throw so far this season, just 0 of 2 from the line. As we see a replay of that foul. As you can see, Gardner definitely got in the landing space as Ward knocks down the first one. And no good for the junior from Conway, South Carolina. Originally went to Bryn Athrin College. And now here at Erskine, this will be her 3rd of 3. No good. So just 1 of 3 from the line there from Ward. And the ball will stay with Erskine. Not the best stretch here from Southern Wesleyan. And a layup for Mitchell, but she can't convert. And we have a jump ball. So ball will go to the Warriors, but don't be surprised if you see some Erskine pressure here to continue to make their life difficult here down the stretch. They get it into Mack. And Mack will break it as she crosses the timeline. 5:57 here to play. Now Garner out to Race. Race faked the handoff. And gives it back to Shigog, who will try a drive. And a wide open layup there from Dynasty. Nice bucket from her. And Warriors into 2-minute scoring drought. And Shigog with a steal. A race with numbers in transition for the Warriors. She finds Garner, who had a layup but found Rice instead, and Rice knocks down the jumper. So there's the freshman from Greer High School with her first points of the game. Burst tries to answer from three and rebounded by Rice. Rice throws it ahead to Garner, who found her with the assist on the last possession. She'll pull a deep two. It's airballed, but rebounded by Race. Race tried to go under, but she had it knocked away by Carter. I think they needed to, they had an issue with the shot clock there. They reset it, but it didn't hit the rim. So they need to take a second off there. This is Race now straight away for the Warriors. Looking inside for Shagag, who tries to work on Mitchell. Great move from Shagag. With the up and under, the Warriors continue to increase their lead. It's now 36 under 5 minutes to play.
It just feels like every play from the Warriors is on the highlight reel tonight.
This is Carter. Carter, a nice crossover. She'll try to get to the basket. Dumps it off for Sullivan, who traveled. And that will send us to a media timeout. 75-39, the Warriors lead. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Back now is another Warrior bucket. That was Rakia Mack in transition. Warriors up to 77 with a chance for a three-point play from the junior from Jersey City, New Jersey. Warriors nearing their season high in points at 85, which they got in that 28-point victory against Payne. So there's two season highs they could reach here in this quarter. 4:25 to play left. 77-39 as the free throw is no good from Mack. This is out to Cook. The jab steps, trying to drive on Rice. Warriors in a 2-3 zone look here. It's out to Carter in the corner. She'll try baseline, but stepped out of play. So they've already got the made field goals. Looking for the points high and margin of victory high. We'll play Erskine again here later in the season. That will come on February 21st. That's a Wednesday at Erskine. So a bit of a break. After today, they have another matchup that they would like their chances in against winless King, or winless in conference King. That will be on Wednesday at 5 p.m. We will have that broadcast right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. But then they go to Emmanuel, so pretty two favorable matchups, and then a tough one there as they go to Franklin Springs, Georgia, and an offensive foul. So heading back the other way for Erskine. 3:51 here to play in the fourth quarter. This is Cook. Around for Ward, who pulls a three. It's short and rebounded by Jordan Race. Nice crossover there from Race. Got it to Shagog, who will try to run some clock here, but Rice will instead pull the left wing three and knock it down. She's had some nice shot making here in this game. I haven't seen a whole lot of her this season, but she's had 2 jumpers, and Max stepped out of play. Coming into the game, just 7 total points on the year for Rice, and she has 5 in this one as the timeout is called by the Warriors. We'll just keep it right here, a 30-second timeout, as Coach Davis will talk to the players on the floor right now, as the Warriors lead by 41 here with 3:20 to play. And as a reminder, we will have the guys game between these same 2 schools coming up at the conclusion of this one. It's a scheduled tip-off of 4, but obviously it depends on what time this game ends. They'll probably give them about 25, 30 minutes to warm up in between, so we're looking at closer to 4:15 start for that one. We hope you'll stick around for that game. Should be another good game here for the Warriors. And Cook will pull a 3 and knock it down. Cook has been much better here in the second half. She's up to 11 points on the game. That leads the Flying Fleet now. Carter also in double digits. She has 10. This is Jordan Race for the Warriors. All Warriors who have played today have scored. Here's Rakia Mack, who has 2 of those 80 points. Stolen away. This is Carter with it now for Erskine, and now Cook. And gets the screen from Moore. Cross-court pass to Burse, who pulls a 3. Too strong, but Cook is there to rebound and finish with the left-handed layup. Race had it knocked away by Ward. Smoria Rice will inbound. This is Shagog. Nice cut there from Garner, who finishes with the layup. .44 now. Here's Burse, back to Cook. Around for Ward, who pulls a 3. Can't knock it down, but Carter's there on the offensive glass. She can't finish as well. Here comes Burse, out to Cook for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound for Erskine. Another missed layup for Erskine. But Moore was fouled by by Rice. And it will send Erica Moore, the sophomore from North Augusta, South Carolina, to the free throw line. A 40% free throw shooter on the year, misses the first. 2.3 points per game to go with 3.6 assists per game coming into the game. Today she's yet to score and just 2 rebounds. Ward pulls another 3. She needs no invitation to shoot a 3, Matt. But Erskine gets another offensive rebound. It's stolen away by Rice. Rice trying to push it quickly here as Ward pokes it away into the hands of Moore. Now Ward, another 3 is no good. And rebounded inside by Burse, who fights through the contact to finish the layup. She'll head to the free throw line for a chance at a 3-point play.
A minute 20 left. The Warriors still just 3 points away from their season high with points, which is 85. I still think be done. There's a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah.
It's been a historic day for the Warriors today.
You'd think probably about 2 or 3 possessions left in this game for them. As Burse will shoot just the 1. It's no good. Rebounded by Race. Here's Jordan up ahead to Garner. who can't finish, tipped into the hands of Cook. Cook will try to push it quickly here for the Flying Fleet. Goes out to Burse, who pumps and drives into the lane and is fouled again. And she'll head to the free throw line. That foul is on Jordan Race. Jordan's first. First shot's good from Burse. Sophomore from Lula, Georgia. Went to East Hall High School. 53% shooter on the year. First on the team in made threes. And we have a lane violation as that free throw is no good by Nia Gardner.
Nia Gardner also with 4 fouls in the game.
4 fouls in how many minutes?
10 minutes. It's impressive.
that is pretty impressive. As Burse knocks down the third, but really the second. Here's Mack as Erskine showing some more pressure here. Gets to the cross to Shagog. This is Gardner, and Davis says to slow it down and run some more clock. Inside for Dynasty, whose layup is good. So 84 now for the Warriors. And here goes Cook the other way for Erskine. Tipped away by Mack. Coach Davis is asking for no fouls. The Warriors have fouled a good bit down the stretch here, sending Erskine to the line for some free throws as Cook goes for a deep three. It hit the shot clock out of play. 29.1, you would think the Warriors might just hold it for the last shot here, which would mean that they do not get to that 85-point mark. Race gets it in to Shagog, and now Mack back to Shagog. And Garner, who will dribble it out. So a win here today for Southern Wesleyan will move them now to 6-10 on the year, 3-3 in conference play, and 2-1 in the Southwest Division. So a big win in terms of conference play, 84-48. That is their largest victory of the season so far. Matt, what player stood out for you today?
Definitely Smith. 14 points, 6 for 6 from the field. It's perfection. It's the definition of it. She had a great game defensively and offensively, getting a few rebounds in there to go in with her scoring. She did amazing.
Yep. And Lexi Griffin with 12 points as well. Dynasty Shagog had 13. Smith was the highest, as Matt mentioned, with 14. Asia Peerley also in double digits. She had 10 points as well as the game high 7 rebounds. And some team stats for the Warriors that sort of shows their success today was the turnovers. They forced Erskine into 28. They did have 21 themselves after having just, I think it was 7 at the first half. It was a low number in the first half. So they had a couple more as the game went on. But 50 bench points in compared to 15 for Erskine. But really that points off turnovers, 29 points off turnovers as well as 42 points in the paint. They were very successful on the offensive end of the floor. Hopefully the guys will be the same. 25 minutes on the clock. So about 20 minutes until we'll see you again. And the Warriors victorious for the girls. Hopefully the same for the guys. We'll talk to you in about 20 minutes right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.